Alright, howdy. Today I'll be talking to you about biobutanol, which is an alcohol-based biofuel derived through microbial fermentation. It is a first-generation biofuel that is a promising alternative to gasoline, has a higher energy density, has better engine compatibility, as well as lower vapor pressure. It is produced through acetone butanol ethanol, or ABE, fermentation, and it is similar to gasoline and can be blended with it in higher proportions than ethanol without requiring engine modification. It's cultivated through all, obviously, biological sources. So through food crops, that's going to be something like corn, sugarcane, and wheat. Non-food is going to be something like switchgrass, ag residue, as well as forestry waste. And it can also be created from the industrial waste streams and all of the biological things in there. It is the fuel production process is it's processed. The feedstock is processed, and it's induced to release sugars, which you can then use ABV, which is that acetone butanol ethanol fermentation, and then you're going to separate and purify the solution that's created, and there's a fourth option where you can also upgrade it, so purify it more, distill it even more, which makes it better when you use it as fuel. The development status is it's in its pilot to early commercialized stage, meaning that it's available in some places for testing, and you can buy it. However, it's not going to be widely available like ethanol or gasoline. Its carbon footprint, it has a lower life cycle than gasoline. It's also made from renewable biomass, which means that it can be grown instead of found in the ground. And when it's derived from the waste streams, especially, there can be up to an 85% greenhouse gas emission reduction, meaning that it is much better to take from the waste that's already there and make it from that. For the economical impacts in rural communities, it's benefiting because of the fact that you have to grow it. So there's going to be a wider diversity of crops planted because you're going to get it from multiple different sources, like I said earlier. It's going to create a lot of ag jobs, a lot of bioprocessing and transport jobs as well, because you got to move it from the fields to the bioprocessing centers. However, right now, with it being in the early commercialized stage, it's still going to be higher cost than ethanol. For public relations, they're posturing with the auto industry to start getting it put into gas stations. There's also an outreach by producers such as BP into the public as well as to the auto industry, and they're trying to get included in the renewable fuel standard. So my analysis of biobutanol is that it's a great first generation biological biofuel. Yet there's still a lot of work for it to be done to get into the upper echelons of the auto fuel industry. And for a proposed plan, if I had unlimited money, I would expand research and development, build more biorefineries, have more feedstock diversity, include subsidies for people that are using it, and then increase the education and branding around it, again, to get up with those ethanols and gasolines. So, thank you.